Good morning. It's time for Monday Morning Motivation. I'm Coach Tina, and I am so thrilled to be here with you this morning. I love Mondays because it's the start of a new week, start of a new day, and you just know you're going to get a lot done during the week, right? Like I have my goals set up, and I know the things that I need to get accomplished this week. It's good energy on a Monday. Now, today is August 8th. So the eighth month, the eighth day, and of 2022. But those two eights, eight is a number of power, of success. And two of them together, like exponentially expands that power. So what are you going to do today that's powerful? I hope it's something amazing. Go ahead and drop in the comments what you plan to do today that is going to really light you up, that is exciting and it's going to get you through this week. Pick one thing that you're going to just go high energy on and allow yourself to have that feeling with you all through this week. Remember Monday when you did fill in the blank. Okay. So this weekend was huge for me. It was the end of the Time to Thrive program. And some of you may have seen that yesterday was all about the replay. And today they have a bonus day. So those of you that are kind of on the fence and have questions and aren't sure, today's the day you're going to get a lot of answers to those questions. And I am here for you. I can answer those questions as well. I have a lot of behind the scenes information, as well as having been in KBB before, so the very first program that they had, and having Project Next, and I bought into the new one. Why did I buy into the new one? Because I feel like I am uniquely positioned at this point. Third time's a charm anyway, but uniquely positioned to be ready to put all of the coursework into effect. I am going to, over the last couple of years, action was not my mainstay, but I have been training and learning and moving myself towards a feeling of I can do these things. Just a sec. That cough was wiggling its way up. So the Project Next stuff really is amazing. And I have mapped out how I'm going to actually push to do all of the modules and all of the work. See, I've already got my course up there. So I have a little bit of an advantage, but that's great because that means I can move through it in the first couple weeks. And then anybody who needs support, I can help them afterwards, during the rest of the time. So I'm pretty pleased with what I have in place right now. Do not think there's going to be a problem. And I'm excited to share that growth and that momentum with you. So hopefully you will enjoy that part of the travels. But today, the topic, the thing I wanted to talk about the most is because of Time to Thrive and Dean Graziosi and all of that information, I had a unique experience in that my mom has been watching this program all week. So she had been doing it when I was at work, and I would get home and we would talk about it, which I thought was pretty special. But on Saturday, we got to sit side by side. I put it on the big screen at our house. And so we got to watch it together. And shortly afterwards, I had also been invited to, because of the 100X community that I'm a part of, I had done a Joel Olsteen challenge a couple months ago, and he had talked about doing a program in Yankee Stadium called Come Home to Hope. And so it was an evening of hope in Yankee Stadium. First time Joel had ever been around such a large crowd. They figured around 60,000 people were going to be there. And then the virtual online part. And so right after we finished Project Next and the VIP section, the Night of Hope started. And so I just let it stay on the TV. And my mom came back out and she said, "What else is on?" And I said, "Well, this is the Night of Hope with Joel Olsteen." Well, she had never seen Joel Olsteen. She had never been a part of any of that ministry. And so she sat and watched. And she said, "Tina, they're saying the same thing as what Dean Graziosi said." And it was interesting to see it through that filter, right? That what Dean was saying was we have hope and we can be the person that we want to be. And the Joel Olsteen was saying a very similar message, that we are meant for so much more, that we need to go out and fulfill our purpose. And so it was neat to see the marriage of those, right? And all of that is stuff that I say all the time as well. Those are my true beliefs. It's why I'm so aligned with the mastermind community. It's why I'm so in love with being a believer, and why we have our community here, because it's this recognition of helping people reach their highest potential and how important it is, the impact that it will have on the world when everybody is doing their part, their purpose, their passion, right? So one of the things that Joel said that I really wanted to share, because it's just so near and dear to my heart, is he said we need to call out the seeds of greatness in the people that God has put in our world. My friends, my champions, that's you. That's what really was like, what? And what's really cool in the backstory behind why I even have this whole movement on greatness is when I was in my 20s, before I went away to college, I read this book called Seeds of Greatness by Dennis Waitley. What's really cool is this is a signed paperback by him. To Tina, I love it. This book has got little mouse bites, so on. It has original index cards that are all yellowed out and torn, not written in. They were my placeholders. But the reason why there are index cards in here is because I used his principles of success. This book is about the 10 best kept secrets of success. And I use those principles to get into the college of my dreams, writing them down on an index card and putting them all over. I put them in my car. I had one in my pocket. I believed that I was going to go to the Wharton School of Business, and I did. And it was not easy, by the way, like to get in. They denied me 4 times before I convinced them that I was still a good bet. So I used that technique throughout my life. And then I found the ULA coaching program, the framework for ULA lifestyle, and it involves index cards. And then I was able to use those index cards to do 3 things a day towards my goals. And it was just natural. I already like index cards. Index cards are my friend, right? And what was funny is now they do it all electronically, but I still like my index cards. I still like that tangible in my hand product. And then what's really funny and ironic at the same time is when I first got Mastermind, the KBB program, the access and everything, I was like, okay, I'm going to write a course, and the course is going to be really simple, and I'm going to offer it for free, and I'm going to let people buy that course, and we're just going to see what happens. Well, I put that course up, and it is so archaic, you guys. I didn't know how to get on screen. I had a bunch of junk behind me. The lighting was horrible. The content was good, but I was not at the place where I am now. And the reason I'm telling you that is I never did anything with it. I put it up, and it probably took 6 months before I had a sale. And I didn't contact that person. I was like, whatever. I didn't know how to do it. And I still was learning and growing, right? Well, over the last 6 months, I've had about it was like 4 months before I had my next sale. And then it was 2 months before I had my next sale. Now, this is no money making, but still happening, right? All of a sudden, because of the Time to Thrive, I got probably 4 sales of that course over the 5 days, including 2 on Saturday. And that was just like, what? This is picking up. And I know that I need to redo it. I know I need to get it better. I know that the copy wasn't done in any way, shape, or form. But something I had to give was available. I'll go ahead and put the link in here for you guys, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it was such a bump for me to see that somebody wanted my course after all of that stuff from the 5 days, and somebody out there was like, "Yes, I wanna do this." So, point number 1, there's some free stuff out on mastermind.com that you can go get people's courses and see how they're done, explore how other people did things. If nothing else, people will watch mine and go, "Wow, I could do so much better than that." And then if you don't think you have a course in you, I beg to differ because I know that each of you has greatness within you, and it's time to share that greatness. I am calling out your seeds of greatness, asking you to share, to flourish in your own greatness, the thing that you have inside of you that is uniquely you, the skills, the talents, the experiences that only you have been through. Somebody out there needs you and what you have to give. And I so want that to be something that you can experience. And that, my friends, is all for today. I hope that you have a glorious week, that today starts off really strong. And don't forget to do your big, exciting energy. Just do it. Do the thing that makes you light up this week. All right. Have a really blessed day.